talk about that a little bit? What was going through your mind?
I mean, I knew it was going to be hard to beat the leader of the race in a short run like that here at Bristol. So I was hopeful that, honestly, I wanted Corey to get a better launch than he did, and them get racing side by side just to choke them up a little bit, and maybe I could get the top, going. But yeah, he got clear to lead, I got clear to second, and you're kind of just running a fast pace from there to the checkered.
What was the tire situation like? Because I know Ben Rhodes' team is complaining about the lack of fall off on the outer, on the upper groove.
It's way more fall off than the Cup cars have, so at least a balance, shift throughout a run. So I don't know. Come run the Cup race on Sunday, and you want to talk about lack of pace fall off.
Perfect. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
John, basically, you mentioned he's been with you since 2021. Coming in at that time of your life, really back to the Cup Series at that time, what role did he play in, I don't know, I guess kind of guiding you from the PR perspective at a really interesting time of your life?
Yeah, I don't know. I have to really take a moment to think back to then, but I remember being happy having Jon, as my guy. I didn't know Jon before then, but I knew that he had a long career with Jeff, and Jeff is obviously a mega, star. So I felt like with everything, that I had gone through in 2020 and the spotlight that I was going to be in 21, I was happy to have a guy with a lot of experience, although in a different, kind of way, just experience that I could be around and, give me some comfort. And he was definitely that. So, like I said, we're going to miss him, miss him around the work environment, but more importantly, you miss him, just as a friend. And yeah, so it's sad. It's definitely sad. It was a surprise. It still doesn't seem real, so it's kind of hard to grasp it all.
I appreciate it.
Want to ask you a little bit about the track tonight. I talked to Corey. He said it was pretty good to see this place move around a little bit. Talk to me about your experience up in that top groove there late in the race.
Yeah, I was surprised the track kind of migrated up quicker than I thought. I thought the first stage it was getting ready to move up really fast, and then we had a caution about that same point. And then I was surprised at how much longer it took for the top to come back in. But yeah, I mean, it's really cold outside, it had rained and all that, so I was a little bit surprised at how quickly it got up there, but happy at the same point it did finally there at the end. I just wish it would have gone green, because then the track was in a really good spot there before that final long run caution.
One last thing, back to the low side. PJ gets wet early in the day. It's cold. You guys don't get any rubber down on it. What did you think about kind of how that worked early?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it came in like normal. It was slick for the first lap, and then you kind of get in it and it starts darkening up, and I wasn't really sure like how high they sprayed it, because like it's obviously dark for a few feet, but then it's like another shade. Well, it's like another 4 feet of a little bit darker above it, so I was kind of like, I thought that's where they had sprayed it, so I was running in it, and it took me a little bit to realize they hadn't sprayed it that high. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they'll evaluate. It could honestly probably be a little bit wider down there, I think. So all the Cup guys watched it, and I'm sure we'll kind of all get together and talk about it. But yeah, I mean, it's good, I think, being narrow for like trucks and maybe Xfinity even. But I think for Cup it could be like not much wider probably. Narrow is honestly probably fine too.
My Place Hotels is proud to be the official hotel partner of Frontstretch. With plush beds, in-room kitchens, and pet-friendly hotels, My Place makes for the perfect pit stop when traveling. Frontstretch fans can use promo code Frontstretch to save 10% on your stay at any of our nationwide properties. Sign up for our Stay Rewarded program to get even more savings. With My Place Hotels, don't just stay, stay rewarded.
Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Come back soon for more great racing videos. And if you like us, make sure to hit that subscribe button.